What's up, nerds? We are your hosts. I'm Jake.
I am Chad.
This week we are sponsored by Ray's Energy Drinks.
We are also sponsored by Crybaby Craig's Hot Sauce.
This week we'll be talking about episode 4 of Marvel's Secret Invasion, now on Disney+.
We will also be talking about Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, now in theaters. So let's get into it. This is the All Things Nerd Podcast.
Nerd. Welcome back, nerds, to the All Things Nerd Podcast, your weekly dive into all things nerd. Jake, how was your week?
My week was good. We had our baby shower on Saturday, so that was fun. It was also our last day drinking for a while. If you noticed, we did not do a shot when we cheersed in. This time, I am drinking cranberry juice with no booze.
I'm drinking bubbler seltzer, but with some fruit in it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
But yeah, we had the baby shower on Saturday. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people came out and some drinking. I got pretty drunk, as I planned on doing. How about you?
I mean, really, that was the only thing from my week. I mean, other than that, I just kind of did my normal routine. Didn't do anything fancy. I mowed your lawn.
You did mow the lawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
Not
knee was a
not
little
an
messed up.
innuendo at all.
No,
I literally went and
no.
mowed his lawn.
Yeah, my knee has been a little funky the past week, so I paid Chad $20 to mow my lawn.
Felt like a teenager.
Yeah,
But yeah.
that's about it.
Yeah, my week wasn't very exciting until the weekend. But before we get into, the main points of this episode, if our listeners like what we're doing, they want to support us, that would be super awesome. The best way to do that is to go to buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd. You can pick the level of a monthly donation that you'd like to do. You get all kinds of extras, behind the scenes, and member exclusive merch. And it helps us do what we do, because we don't make money. Everything comes out of our pocket. So again, that's buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd. Yeah, and other things that we're going to talk about that aren't going to take up too much of our time. I mean, we've been watching Warrior, season 3 on Max. He's a good boy. The show's really good. I mean, this was a slower episode, but it was still really good. Your dog going crazy?
They're going great. She's just staring at the door like someone's here, but nobody's here.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, it is a kind of a slower episode. But it was good. We get reintroduced to Father June is now back.
Yeah.
Whether he stays back or is just kind of a one-off thing, don't know.
Yeah.
But like I told you, I thought he was in Young June's head. I thought it was going to be at the end of that he was going to like turn around and Father June was gone. Because Young June got smacked around pretty good in prison.
Yeah.
Or whatever, camp, whatever you want to call that. But no, he's actually there. Father June is back, so
Yeah.
there's that. Mei Ling is still annoying as ever. As annoying as ever. I said it wrong the
Just-
first time.
Refuses to accept that she's just making problems for everyone.
Yeah.
I have a plan. I know what I'm doing. Cool. That's why you
Yeah.
got arrested.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's good. Hopefully, I mean, that was episode, what? 4 or 5?
I think 5, because I think they did the first 2 episodes at once.
First, yeah.
And
Oh, so this is... Because they did the first 3 episodes, so this was episode 6.
Oh, was it the first 3 episodes?
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Then yeah, then it would be episode 6.
So there's only like 4 more episodes.
I thought that they were 12 episode
Oh,
seasons.
I hope so. But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, go check that out if you're not watching it. That's a fun one. I just started watching it over again with the girlfriend, so from the beginning, she likes it. It's good.
Yeah. It's an
Good.
awesome show. I meant to rewatch the first 2 seasons before season 3 came out, and then I
Yeah.
just didn't. Um, I'll go back and rewatch them eventually.
Yeah. Hey, get out of there. Sorry. She like went for like the cords under the desk.
Snacks?
Yeah.
Also, James Gunn is just all sorts of confusing and full of fuckery.
Agreed.
Like, do you want to pause for a second and let her out?
No. No, I let them out before we started.
No, I
She
meant
was,
like out of the
eating it.
room.
No, I'm keeping
Oh.
her in here with me because she's been throwing up. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Anyways, James Gunn.
Yeah, I mean, first off, he comes out and says that any DC project before Superman Legacy is not going to be canon,
Mm-hmm.
which is good news for The Flash because that shouldn't be canon. That was just trash.
Yeah.
But Blue Beetle comes out in a month and it
Mhm.
looks awesome. And now it's like, what's the point?
But didn't he say that Blue Beetle would be the first movie of his? Like,
He did say
I-
that was going to be canon, and now he's saying it's not.
yeah.
I don't
it's
think
like, what do
he
you?
knows, is
Yeah.
what it comes down to. He's just trying to hire his friends and doesn't know what the story is going to be yet.
Yeah. Which is dumb.
Speaking of
Bas-
hiring his friends,
Yeah. Nate fucking Fillion is gonna be Green Lantern. A version of Green Lantern.
I hope not for long, just because,
He's
I
not
don't-
playing Hal Jordan
yeah.
or John, obviously not John Stewart. He's playing a version of Green Lantern. So we may still get a younger, better looking, better actor for Green Lantern at some point.
I
but
don't mind
for-
Nathan Fillion, but
Oh, can't stand the guy.
this is just weird.
Yeah. It's dumb.
And they're even going. James Gunn has even like bragged that he's going to give him because he was like a Silver Age comic era
Mhm.
Green Lantern, so he's going to have his like bowl cut
Yeah.
and like why,
Dumb.
just why?
Dumb. But for people who are doing it right, we have seen, you've all probably seen this. We podcast on Sundays, so we're a little late to the party on announcing it, but we have our first images of Hugh Jackman in his comic accurate Wolverine suit for Deadpool 3, and it looks fantastic.
I am a little bummed that it has sleeves and not just like the shoulders to show his like
Yeah.
big.
They said
arms,
why
but-
they did that though.
They did. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, because like a huge majority of the movie is shot like outside, and Hugh Jackman is susceptible to skin cancer.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's had a couple spots removed in the recent
Mhm.
past, so
yep,
good for them for doing
Yeah.
it right and also taking care of
yeah,
their actors. Unlike certain people that aren't taking care of their actors or writers, to the point where now the actors of the Screen Actors Guild are also on strike alongside the writers.
hmm So now we're losing some dates here, or they're getting
Yeah.
pushed back. We're not
Anything
losing them.
that either hasn't started filming or was in the process of filming has been shut down. Anything that is done filming will still theoretically be on schedule because the visual effects departments aren't allowed to unionize, so they can't go on strike. So there's also that downside. it's just a mess, and it just blows my mind. Like Bob Iger from Disney, was saying that what the writers and actors are asking for is outrageous when all the studio wants to do, like what Bob Iger or his board has suggested, is if they hire an extra once for like a background thing, to be able
Mm-hmm.
to use like AI and like CGI to then superimpose them and use their likeness in the future forever and only pay them for one day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
Yeah, it's shitty.
what's more ridiculous than that is that Bob Iger has no problem making like 4,000 times the salary of his lowest wage employee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that.
Like,
I think you sent that to me. James Gunn was like
yeah,
talking shit about him. Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, because like 50 years ago, I think something like that, like from the entry level to the CEO it was still a huge difference, but like 300 times as much,
Yeah.
and now it's like 4,000 times as much.
Something crazy.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, not great. But there is great news on the horizon. San Diego Comic-Con is this weekend.
Yes, it is.
So hopefully we'll see some stuff coming out of there. Usually we get like some teaser trailers or first look at, upcoming movies, and there's a lot of upcoming ones that we're excited about. So hopefully,
Yeah.
for example,
Yeah, for example, I mean, we might get something from Deadpool 3. I don't know. But probably, something from Captain America's Brave New World. As well as,
maybe Fantastic Four, like official casting.
yeah, official casting would be cool.
Invincible season 2 news. Hopefully a trailer would be really nice.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's supposed to come out this fall or just later this year, so.
Yeah. So like, please,
Yeah. Plus,
please.
also last year at San Diego Comic-Con, like during Marvel's Hall H presentation, they kept a lot of blank spots on their release order.
Maybe
So,
we'll get some more. I know
Yeah.
Spider-Man 4 was in some sort of production, but I don't. It's stopped now. Tom Holland officially said it stopped because of the strikes. I also know that Superman Legacy went into early development, so I don't know. Maybe we'd get a poster. Maybe I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know. They did just like hire that dude, and there's no way he's in shape already. Like by next weekend to be
Right.
Superman. Yeah, but
But
I don't know.
then
Maybe
they
we'll.
might announce like who's playing Lex Luthor.
Yeah, like some breadcrumbs would be nice. Just a
Yeah.
little something. Even
Or-
though I'm not totally sold on this Superman James Gunn fuckery, but we'll
Right
see.
now, I think it's more James Gunn than,
Yeah.
because I mean the dude. I mean he's not like built like Henry Cavill is, but
Yeah, no,
He looks
I have
it
not
in the
sold
face.
on like casting, all the casting I'm not sold on. James Gunn fucking flip-flopping on what's canon and what's not.
yeah,
And just I'm still salty about firing Henry Cavill. It's just I don't know if I'll ever get over it.
I don't.
So
think
it's
I
not
will.
in any offense to anybody who steps into those shoes. It's not your fault. You just shouldn't be there.
Not your fault, Will. It's not your fault.
I know it's not my fault. Why are you saying that?
Don't say that, man.
Oh yeah. So we'll see. But I am excited about what previews and posters and news and castings we get from Comic-Con. I wish we could be there.
Yeah,
We can't.
not this year.
Mm-mm.
Well, let's get into our first sponsor here, so then we can start talking about Mission Impossible, because that movie was sick. So we're sponsored by Ray's Energy Drinks. It's a great energy drink with 0 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 crash. If you don't like energy drinks, they've got a lot to offer, including some plant-based options for protein and stuff like that, and supplements. So listen up, learn how to save 15%. We'll be right back with you to talk about Mission Possible Dead Reckoning Part 1. What's up, nerds? I wanted to take a minute and talk to you about Raze Energy, an incredible energy drink that provides max energy with zero crash. Raze Energy takes a giant leap of faith with instilling a high-quality formula to bring a powerful, yet sustained, energetic experience to help you push your workouts and focus to the next level. Perfect for anyone at any time, empowered by their Refresh formula technology, Raze Energy delivers a performance-enhancing energy drink that aids in multiple different categories that include targeted focus, better recovery time, improved clean energy levels, and a boost in stamina and hydration. But most importantly, every can of Raze Energy has absolutely 0 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 carbohydrates to give you a smarter and healthier option. So don't settle for an energy drink that contains more sugar and carbohydrates than you can count. Instead, head over to repsports.com. That's REPPSPORTS.com and use the promo code NERDPODCAST at checkout for 15% off your order. Or if you don't know what you want, go ahead and click the link that's in the description to get a $50 sample pack for free. All you do is you cover the cost of shipping. Again, make sure you use promo code NERDPODCAST at checkout to let them know that we sent you.
All right, we are going to talk about Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, now in theaters. This is Mission Impossible 7, but Part 1 of 7. So, hopefully, I think they shot it the second part already. I don't know that for sure. So hopefully we won't have to wait too long for it. But this movie was fucking sweet. Action-packed. Your typical Tom Cruise, ran a lot of fighting, big stunt.
I want to go back and rewatch it and just have like a stop clock. And then every time that he runs, just click it. And then see how much he ran the entire movie, because it was a lot.
It was a lot. It was a bittersweet, because we lost somebody. We lost one of our main characters, is deceased. Spoiler warning alert. If you haven't watched it, watch it. Come back. But 3, 2, 1. Okay. Ilsa, played by Rebecca Ferguson, has been murdered in this movie, and she is no longer a part of the Mission Impossible family, which is very sad. I like her.
I do too.
Yeah. They don't actually say that they have a romantic involvement in the movies, but they kind of imply it.
Yeah.
They're very touchy and cuddly, but they never kiss. They're like, I don't know, it's a weird...
Yeah.
They like allude to it, but they never actually show or mention that they're together.
Down, you know?
Yeah. But she's dead. She's real dead.
Like OMG dead.
Like DED dead. There is our new villain, kind of one of our new villains. There's a villain, but then there's the real villain. So our villain is a guy named Gabriel, who they showed us a very small clip of Gabriel killing someone close to Tom Cruise close to Ethan Hunt before Ethan was part of the IMF. This is what pushed him into becoming an IMF agent. There was rumor that in the next movie there will be a de-aged Tom Cruise. I assume we'll get more story on that in the next one. But this guy, Gabriel, I forget his actual name.
That's what I was trying to pull up.
He played Slade Wilson in Titans.
Yeah.
But he's not really the bad guy. The real bad guy is the Entity, is what they call it, and it's basically Eagle Eye, if you've ever seen Eagle Eye. It's a computer system that
very popular actress, Sasha Grey, right?
Yeah. It's a AI basically that became sentient, and now it's making moves and pushing people around to its whatever purpose, and Ethan Hunt and his team are trying to shut the Entity down.
Yeah, and I don't know how to pronounce the guy that plays Gabriel's first name. It's either like Isai or Issei. It's
Issei?
I didn't want to go there because that seemed racist.
I did.
But it's ESAI and then Morales.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah.
so 2 reasons why I didn't want to guess SA. Glad you did it, not me.
I did it. And it's funny. It's still funny.
I just like the whole. I understand AI is like a huge topic and hot button and question of ethics and all the way from I don't know, movie writers to governments and all of that. You know, where do you draw the line with that? Artificial intelligence doesn't actually exist. It's called machine learning because it wouldn't be true artificial intelligence until it became sentient. But
Okay.
I don't know. But it's
Didn't
just
Facebook have to shut down 2 computers because they made up their own language and started talking to each other, and they shut the program down?
yeah.
That's AI, bro. I don't know.
Well, I guess that does exist, yeah. But when most people think of AI, it's not. It's just easier to call it that because people understand what that is. But yeah, we're just like recycling tropes at this point in time because I mean, Terminator is all about the machines gaining sentience and
The Matrix.
the Matrix,
Yeah.
which are the same franchise.
Yeah. That was a different podcast. We talked about that.
We talked about that in length. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I think that would probably be the only like actual bad thing I had to say about the movie, which isn't really that bad. It was just it seemed kind of like cheap to me. Is that whenever the AI or the entity was present, it was just like lights on a screen in the background, like when they were in the club, and then all the lights like form into the. And it was like, I mean,
It just looks like a digital eye.
yeah, it's like that was come on, man. But anyways, that was the only complaint I had. Everything else was fantastic. The humor was good. Tom Cruise is I love Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
The cast is amazing. We got a couple added characters. Haley Atwell, who you may know as Peggy Carter from the MCU, and another MCU face.
Palm. I don't know.
Clementov.
Clementov. I did not have it in front of me. Thank you. Who plays Mantis?
Mhm.
She was in that as well. She was a badass too.
She was a badass. Yeah.
Just no fucks given from start to finish.
Haley Atwell, Grace is her name in the movie, was annoying the shit out of me. Like it. Nicole actually said it to me. It reminded me of a Tom Cruise movie called Night and Day. I don't know if you've seen that with him and Cameron Diaz. Whatever. Anyways, this like the majority of this movie is this girl, Haley Atwell's Grace, is a thief, and she keeps stealing shit from this key that the IMF needs. And Ethan Hunt keeps like chasing her down and is like, "Hey, I'm really trying to help you here. There's people trying to kill you." And no matter how many times people try to kill her and he rescues her from those people in this movie, she still steals it and runs away. And it's like, are you fucking dumb? You'd be dead if he didn't fucking save you multiple times. And she just keeps doing it. And I just, at like the halfway point in the movie, I just like leaned over to Chad and I was like, this bitch is getting annoying.
Yeah.
Like, stop.
It was also very similar to the girl in the latest Indiana Jones movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she was annoying too.
Yeah. And then towards the end, they came through. Like,
Yeah.
let's build the most generic character.
It literally
development.
took, and a spoiler alert again, spoiler warning. It took Rebecca Ferguson dying for Grace to come around
Yeah.
and be like, "Oh shit, okay, I fucked up."
Yeah.
And then
It's
at that
like
point,
all the
if I
multiple
was,
attempts on her life weren't enough. the second someone actually died, she's like, "Oh, this is real?"
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yes.
Yep.
All those gunshots towards you weren't. Don't worry.
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. But yeah. And now, seemingly, she got the invite to become part of the IMF
Yeah.
at the end. Yeah. Are you gonna say anything?
Mainly just to like save her own life. We'll see where it goes because I still can't tell if is it Kittredge, the kind of like their handler,
Oh, yeah. Something like that.
Kittredge. I'm still confused on where
He
his
stands?
alliance lies. Yeah,
I think he's a bad guy.
I think he is.
I
too.
think he's like a shady politician.
Yeah,
Like he's not like on like the good or bad side. He's just kind of where he wants to be.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
What's gonna help him the
hmm
most?
hmm yeah. It was cool. I mean, the big stunt was obviously the fucking
Motorcycle off the mountain.
motorcycle off the mountain. I mean, Tom Cruise, that's why I love Tom Cruise. You're a maniac, but it's fucking cool. And then the whole train scene was just amazing. It was so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was, and just like all the driving scenes.
hmm Yeah,
I mean,
the movie's
that
action packed.
car chase lasted a good
Long time.
Good,
Because they went from a car to a motorcycle to another car.
No, it started
Yeah.
on a motorcycle, then they
Started on a
stole a
motorcycle.
car, and then all the doors broke off.
Oh, because she took off in the car, then he followed her on the motorcycle.
Yeah,
Then they end up in the car together. Then they end up in the subway. Or no, then they end up in the other car, the small car.
yeah, the little.
Then they
Fiat.
end up in the subway. Oh yeah, it was the movie's action packed. I was a little like, it's 2 hours and 43 minutes. It's a long movie,
Mhm.
and I was a little worried it was gonna be kind of slow because I knew it was part one of like a two-part finale.
Mhm.
But it's not. It does not let you down at all. It's Mission Impossible as it always is. Over the top action,
Yeah,
a lot of fun. Love it. A lot of running from Tom Cruise.
a lot of running,
A lot of running.
running on top of a train, in the streets, on top of buildings. Yeah,
Yeah.
just absolutely insane. And I thought that this one had more humor in it than the last one, from what I remembered. But
I
like
feel
well
like-
placed.
I feel like there's always a small element of humor to all of them. Just a little bit. There's some that are more serious than others, but there's always like a
I think the first three were very serious, from what I remember.
I know the third one was super serious. There wasn't that many. The first one was very serious. That was more. The second one had some goofy parts in it. Yeah, I just remember. I think it was in number Rogue Nation where we get introduced to Rebecca Ferguson. That's where like I started noticing some like well placed
And
humor.
Simon Pegg.
Yeah, Simon Pegg definitely helps with that. Yeah, Luther is funny too.
Yeah.
But he's been in it since like the beginning. So
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, check it out, please. And then check out sponsor number 2.
Which is what?
It's Crybaby Craig's. It's a pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce that goes on practically anything. Listen up, we'll tell you more about it.
Hey, you nerds. Do you love spice? Supporting small businesses? What about enhancing the flavor of your favorite foods? If you said yes to any of those, our good friends over at Crybaby Craig's have the perfect solution for you. Crybaby Craig's is a pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce that goes perfectly with your favorite foods, adding the perfect amount of spice and enhancing the flavor of everything it touches. Started in Minneapolis by Craig back in 2012, Crybaby Craig's has become a Minneapolis and Minnesota staple in the sauce world. So head over to crybabycraigs.com and order yours today. Okay, friends. Now we're going to talk about episode 4 of Secret Invasion, now streaming on Disney Plus. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it yet, that seems like enough time. This episode was bomb.
This is probably the best one so far.
Yeah. Definitely confirmed your theory that they are using Extremis to create Super Skrulls. Which is pretty rad, because that seemed like it was going to be so much bigger of a deal back in Iron Man 3, and then also Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., piggybacked on that for a long time. And then it just went away. But this was super awesome. And Gaia did technically, I don't know about die, but she did just straight up get shot. But then we see that before she went and saw Gravik that she took Extremis herself.
Mm-hmm.
So she is Super Skrull.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was kind of cool because, she suddenly sits up and her chest is glowing as the bullet hole heals, and by the time she sits up, she's fully back as Emilia Clarke. But if you watch it, she's mid-change as she's sitting up, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, what was the bigger? Yeah.
Okay.
And that's all we have. No, I was gonna say the big reveal we had was that. Well, also a theory that I think everybody had this theory.
Yeah.
Because he just wasn't himself, quite accurately.
Literally.
Rhodey is a Skrull, and we don't know as of right now how long he's been a Skrull.
Yeah.
And they said, Kevin Feige said that one of the Avengers will be revealed that they were a Skrull for longer than we thought, and we're thinking it's probably Rhodey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wonder how far back that's gonna go.
Day 1, A1, baby.
That would be crazy. And that's why he went from Terrence Howard to Don Cheadle. That makes sense.
I saw that joke online.
Whatever.
Way to retcon a recasting right there. 15 years later.
Yeah. Much like Rebecca Ferguson, we had a pretty big death here in this episode.
Nice.
Nah.
Yeah.
I do what I can.
Yeah. At the end, Talos dies. Gravik shoots him dead.
Yeah.
Well, he shoots him once, really. And then as he's bleeding out, because the Skrulls ambush the president's convoy.
Mm-hmm.
And, he's trapped in a flipped armored SUV, and Talos is using, his Skrull strength to try and punch through the bulletproof glass while he's bleeding out. So, he literally starts to turn back into an alien, and then the Marines and Special Forces are like, he's an alien! And go to attack him, but Fury gets in the way, and it's like, nah, he good. He chill, dude. He real OG.
But he died.
Yeah, but he does die.
He died.
Which is a bummer. But we also see in this, they show it in the trailer for the series that Gravik has additional powers.
Mm-hmm.
But he actually uses them. He has almost like Venom, extending arms, or Groot, or whatever. But
Reed Richards, if you will.
Yeah, but his his arm splits apart and reaches. But
in the comics, the powers that the Skrulls get are from the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So they did it without doing it, and they used Extremis for the fire rather than Johnny Storm's.
Oh.
So they're doing it, but without using the Fantastic Four to do it.
Oh, kind of like in that X-Men Dark Phoenix, how
Yeah.
those aliens were supposed to be Skrulls,
They're shapeshifters.
but they just couldn't. Yeah, say that.
Yeah.
Uh, but no, this was a really cool episode.
Mm.
We do see that Rhodey tells Fury's wife, this is at the beginning of the episode, that she needs to shoot him and kill him, or they're going to kill her. And they have kind of like a weird showdown. They pull their guns and just shoot past each other. It was good. It just, I don't know. I'm trying not to like give too much away.
Yeah. Those are the highlight. I mean, go watch it. If you're not watching this show, get into it. You know, I understand. I know some people like to wait till there's like multiple episodes out. There's only 2 episodes left of this show. It's a short season, 6 episodes. So now would be a good time to get into it. Because then by Wednesday, the end of Wednesday, there's only 1 episode left. It's the finale. So,
Yeah.
you know, go check it out. It's fun. I am hoping we're going to see a couple more familiar faces in the last couple episodes here, but we'll see. Yeah.
I hope so. Excuse me.
It doesn't have to be superheroes necessarily, because then they're going to kind of take over for what the show is supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is more of like a spy kind of espionage type thing, but I would like to see at least some familiar faces.
Yeah.
Whether they help much or not.
Yeah. Or, I mean, it could be something like Bucky or Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
You know, where
I'm sure
they're more on the espionage side of things.
I'm sure at the end of the final episode, there will be something that's going to allude to a future project that we already know about.
Yeah.
AKA
we might even see
Thunderbolts.
Valentina come in.
Yeah. Yeah, she kind of seems to be filling that Stan Lee kind of role lately. She shows up everywhere lately.
Yeah.
Only not as welcome. Yeah, go check it out. It's a lot of fun. We'll be talking about it until it's over, so.
Yeah. So,
Oh yeah.
I know that we just kind of closed it
It's
out.
like, oh my god, are we already there?
Do you have any like final closeout thoughts on the episode?
The episode itself, I do not. No.
Okay, yeah. I don't either. I am really eager just to see if we find out how long Rhodey's been a Skrull.
That's
Just
my big
because
question.
he's
Yeah.
he's been a dick. So that's a bummer. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. All right. Yeah. Let's go ahead and close out this episode, shall we?
We shall.
Let's just hop right into it. We don't need a break here.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So, before we do that, what are your honorable mentions, Jake?
I got a few of them. So I'm still watching My Adventures with Superman. It's the anime Superman that's on Max. The 3rd episode is out now. I'm still enjoying it, but I'm wanting more from it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I also watched a movie over this week. It's a Guy Ritchie film called Operation Fortune. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It didn't go to theaters, which is kind of a bummer, but I've been saying it for a while now. I'm ready for a Josh Hartnett comeback, and it kind of seems like we're getting one. Like this movie, he's in the new Black Mirror on Netflix, and there's rumor that he's going to be playing Harvey Dent in the Batman 2. I'm all for it. I love Josh Hartnett. So, but yeah, the movie was really good. Funny. Hugh Grant, Statham, Aubrey Plaza, Josh Hartnett. Good cast. It was fun. Funny. Good action.
What's that on? What's that streaming on?
Oh, I think I rented it on Prime.
Okay.
I think I paid for it. It was
Okay.
and it was, yeah, I did. It was on Prime because originally to rent it, it was like $5, but because it was during Prime Days or whatever,
Yeah.
I rented it for like $1.99 or something like that.
Oh,
And I was
nice.
like, dope. And then my last one is the fifth season. The first two episodes of the fifth season of What We Do in the Shadows is out. And I watched that last night,
I
and
keep forgetting
it's
that's out.
hilarious. How about you?
Well, after last week, you had rewatched The Gray Man, and
Oh,
just
yeah.
you talking about it, I was like, I'm gonna rewatch that too. So I did that, and then I started watching Suits. I'm super behind the ball on this. Um, I kind of got like bullied into watching it because of TikTok, like just those scenes of people just running in Minecraft, and then there's like clips of TV shows going on above it. Just that show kept popping up, and I was like, this actually looks interesting. So I started watching it. I'm on season 2. It's pretty good so far.
Yeah. I watched it a while back.
Yeah, it's nothing like
Okay.
groundbreaking, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Is that it? That's all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got. I didn't, other than watching like Dimension 20 and this stuff that we've talked about already. So yeah, that's
All
really
right.
it. But yeah, we kind of mentioned it earlier. If you like what we're doing here at the podcast and you want to support us, the best way to do that is what, Jake?
Go to buymeacoffee.com and give us your money.
Yeah, buy me
Sorry,
a
I
coffee.
was like, somebody just texted me, and then you're like, Jake, and I was like, fuck, come on,
Yeah,
time to shine.
buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd. Yeah, it's a monthly way of giving. You get some cool perks, member exclusive merch, all kinds of stuff like that. If you don't want to give on a monthly basis, I mean, lame, but we get it. You can always just go to allthingsnerdpodcast.com and pick something up from our web store. So your one-time payment gets you something. Or if you don't want to give us any money, I mean, that's more lame, but just like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, family, share this with the peeps that you like out there. Other than that, I mean, we love you guys. Thank you for being listeners. And this has been the All Things Nerd Podcast.